Hey there guys, and thanks so much for joining me in this video as we talk more Daredevil Born Again. So I just want to put a little note at the beginning of this video. I mean, if you didn't already see it in the thumbnail and the title to this video, I'm going to be talking about Season 2. This could potentially be seen as spoilers, although we're just talking about a costume. It has nothing to do with the plot. It's not going to make the story better or worse. It's just a costume, but I'm just letting you guys know. But anyway, we're going to get into this article. We're going to break down some of this information, and we're going to take a look at these brand new behind-the-scenes images of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which gives us a reveal or a look at a possible brand new suit that we may be getting in Season 2. So it's pretty exciting stuff here. So, this comes to us from Comic Book Movie. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 set photos reveal possible first look at Charlie Cox's new superhero costume. It's not really a spoiler now that I think about it. Remember in the trailer to Daredevil Born Again, we actually saw, it was like we saw those masks lined up, and all the different masks were like different colors. And obviously, there's going to be costume changes within these seasons. I don't know how many seasons this show is going to run for, but I would assume, based on the different colors of those masks, that we're going to continue to get different costumes. Obviously, it sells more merchandise for Disney as well, so kind of makes sense. So, new photos taken on the set of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 reveal possible first look at what appears to be an updated costume for Charlie Cox's Man Without Fear. You can take a closer look. So, while it's only been featured in the premiere so far, Daredevil Born Again has given the Man Without Fear a new suit. Far more in line with what the hero wears in the comics. There's a lot more red than the Netflix version. Yeah, I remember first seeing the behind-the-scenes images of Season 1 of Daredevil, the new kind of red on the suit, and when I first saw it, I thought, that's way too much red, it looks a bit sort of silly, but then when I've actually seen it in the show with the color grading and the cinematography, it actually looks pretty decent. But there's still no sign of the Daredevil logo. So, yeah, is that something that was addressed in the Netflix seasons of Daredevil as to why there's no Daredevil logo on the costume? I don't know if it's something they ever talked about or discussed, or there was a reference to it, or maybe they'll address it going forward in the Disney Plus series. I'm not sure either. Guys, if anybody knows, just jump down in the comment section and let us know if you have any information about the logo on the suit. So, Charlie Cox has now been spotted on the set of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and the boots alone confirm he's back in costume. However, eagle-eyed fans have pointed out that the neck area is now entirely black, a sign that perhaps the Vigilante will be getting a fully black costume, Yeah, I mean, a fully black costume would look great, like a more of a tactical kind of SWAT combat kind of costume where he can fade in and out of the shadows. I've always been a bit confused as to, this guy runs around at night fighting crime and fighting villains, and he wears a bright red costume. Wouldn't you want to wear something that would make you sort of blend in a bit more, like something grey or black or like a dark color? I've never really kind of wrapped my head around that, but I guess there's a reason for everything. There's a precedent for this in the comics, whether it's Matt Murdock's armor look or his short-lived Shadowland costume. The Shadowland costume is pretty badass. I love what that looks like. I'll put up a picture here so you guys can see quickly. It looks really, really cool. Again, the more tactical, kind of darker black costume, I think it just looks a lot better. And yeah, I prefer it over the red costume, but at the end of the day, it's just a costume. It doesn't make the show bad. It doesn't make the show great. So it's not all that important to me, really. Trailers for Daredevil Born Again have shown us the black cowl in the lawyer's hidden armory. Yeah, that's like I was saying at the beginning of the video. We get that shot with all the different helmets lined up with the different colors. So it's not that big of a spoiler, really. So we have every reason to believe that Daredevil is getting a new look in Season 2. Whether it's eventually fully revealed in the set photos remains to be seen. So, plus, this is Marvel Studio we're talking about. There's no way that Daredevil isn't getting a new suit, especially as there's money to be made from the merchandise. That's exactly what I said. I know how Disney thinks about these things. You put out multiple versions of a character, whether it's like Iron Man, Captain America, whatever it is. You put out different costumes, especially with Spider-Man. That's one of the big ones. With all the different Spider-Man suits and the variations and stuff, it sells more t-shirts, it sells more, backpacks, lunch boxes, figures, toys, whatever you want to say. It just, it sells a lot more stuff, even when it's a TVMA series as well. So what we're going to do, let's go over to X and we'll check out these behind-the-scenes images. So, Daredevil shots, behind-the-scenes images of Charlie Cox on set of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. So, we'll have a look here. As we can see, he's obviously wearing a black robe, which is covering up his costume. They do that a lot when they're filming out in public spaces. Obviously, they have to cover up their costumes to, prevent people getting images and videos and stuff like that. We are going to have more of a breakdown of this image in just a sec, so just bear with me. So on to the next one. Again, another look at Charlie Cox, again walking by the side of this crew member, obviously covered up in this black robe covering over his costume. We're going to go on to another X photo in just a sec, where we're going to break it down even further. So as we go down here, if you're still not convinced, look no further than the companion shot below for apparent proof that yes, Daredevil's new suit is black. So this is where we go over and take a deeper look. So Daredevil shots again, Season 1 versus Season 2, new black suit. So as you can see, this is behind the scenes shot of Season 1. We can clearly see, obviously he's wearing the black robe. We can clearly see the red coming through on the costume. And as we go on to the next photo, this is behind the scenes shot of Season 2, the new shot. And you can clearly see the top here where it's not covered up by the robe. We can clearly see that it's black. The boots are black and kind of like the leggings are black as well. And if we go down here, I thought it was BS and maybe the top half vest part of the costume wasn't on. But if you look at the boots, there is no red anymore. Yeah, and I mean, this looks like it's going to be the Shadowland design for the suit, which would be awesome. And if we click on here, you can see here, this is kind of what it looks like in the comic book art. Looks really, really cool. I think it looks great. And I wish this was just the normal Daredevil costume. I wish this was the standard costume, the black one instead of the red one. But yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. Going back over. Again, guys, I kind of throw it off to you here. What do you think about this? Do you think it's us diving into it too much? Do you think potentially he's wearing a black t-shirt or something over the top here that makes it look like a black costume? And what do you think about the boots as well? Because if we go back over here, the boots are also black here as well, but the costume's red. So I'm not really sure what people are saying about this. If you look at, obviously... Oh, yeah, actually, no. So let's zoom in here. Okay, so we have this... So we have this here. As you can see, we can see the red kind of coming through the boots here. But as we go across, it's fully covered in black now. Can you guys see that? In between these kind of slits on the boots, it's fully black. Whereas Season 1 here, we could see the red coming through underneath. That may just be us looking too much into it, but that's what it looks like to me anyway. So before we finish off, let's just go down and read some of the comments and see what people are saying about this. It's one of two possible designs, Shadowland or the Ron Garney design. I hope for the love of comic fans that Marvel doesn't hold back in showing off the Shadowland suit with the double D's front and center in bright red. No way we get back in black suit before a comic accurate red suit. I really hope we get red boots if they're doing the black suit, and if they go back to red, I hope that it's the logo and it's fully red without black. I think he's just not wearing the chest piece. In photo 1, as you can see, the black later underneath. We might actually be so back. Fans, give us the DD on the chest. Marvel, new black suit, sure, here you go. Maybe it's changed a little, but to me, it looks like he's taken off his vest. Unless it has massive red Ds on it, I don't care. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are really, really concerned with having these Ds on the front of the chest. It's not going to make the show any better. It's not going to make it any worse. I get why people want it to be comic accurate. I kind of understand that, but it's not the biggest thing in the world to me alone. You guys may find it a bit more important than I do. Are they filming Season 2 now? Yes, obviously. Shadowland costume, it's the exact same boot, so I think the red is just padding. He's not wearing. It's likely the same suit, unfortunately. So it's not a definitive thing here, guys. There's a lot of people saying that in this picture here of Season 2 that he's just not wearing the red part on, like, this black part here that we can see exposed is basically just what he would be wearing under the red costume. So, you know, there's still a lot of kind of is it the new costume? Isn't it the new costume? It's not 100% confirmed. A lot of people think he is in the black costume here. A lot of people think that he's not. So it's kind of a bit of a toss-up at the moment. Ultimately, I throw it off to you guys. You see these images of Season 1 here. And then Season 2, the comparison. What do you make of it? What do you think? Does this look like the new black suit that we're getting in Season 2? Or does it just look like the Season 1 red suit, but without the kind of the chest piece over the top? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, jump into the comment section. I would love to know your feedback and your thoughts on this. And is it even that important? Not really. Like I say, the suit isn't going to make the show any better. It's not going to make it any worse. So ultimately, it's not all that important. But I know a lot of fans do care about the costume. So guys, like I say, jump down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. It goes a long way to supporting my content, and I always appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video.